What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News. Top of the morning to you guys. And I keep getting inboxes from different fighters, Richard Torres and along with other content creators. And they're asking me about the Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder fight. Should it happen? Why it should happen? Can it happen? And let me counterpunch this right now. I think that fight is only valid due to name recognition only, because it hasn't been for what they've done in the ring. It's not because of their performance. It's because of their name recognition. It's equivalent to Mike Tyson fighting Jake Paul at this point, because Mike, he ain't been in the ring in a long time, and, we just wanted to see him get in the ring. But AJ taking on Deontay, I think will have to be the same thing. If it was only based on how it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be based on what they've done lately. Their performances, their wins, their accomplishments. I feel both of these fighters need to build. But here's the thing. At their ages, I don't think rebuilding is an option or a successful one. You know what I mean? Because AJ's supposed to rebuild last year. If you guys can remember, he fought 3 times. And he's fought twice this year. So in 2 years, he's fought more in these last 2 years than since when? Since 2020, 2021, 2022, and now, 2023 and 24 has been busier, but he's come up short, in his last fight. So he needs to win at least one. Wilder needs to win at least one. I don't necessarily think a tune-up would be good. I think those guys are supposed to go right back in there. But maybe them fighting each other is maybe the only option. That's an option. But again, name recognition. Because Deontay Wilder, I would like for him to knock somebody out, so at least he can get someone over on this side of the pond talking about him positive again, or something to talk about, to write home about. That you can say, like, hey, Wilder did that once again, because he hasn't done it since, 2022? Right? I mean, when did he fight? Yeah, he hasn't fought since 2022. Or should I say he hasn't won since 2022. So that being said, it's almost like, okay, well, now you want to throw him in there with Parker. He lost, upset. He gets knocked out by Zhilei Zhang. Wilder goes, knocks out Ngannou, and then gets knocked out by, Danny Dubois. And now we're looking at both of those guys like, okay, well, should these guys fight each other? To hit the panic button. Yeah, you could do that. Name recognition. But really, did they deserve it? No. Now, do they deserve each other? That would probably make more sense than any other fight, if it's not a tune-up fight to get back in there to do something. There's no more stepping stones for these guys. I think with Joshua losing and Wilder losing their last recent fights, I think the panic button, right? The panic button should be pressed based on that, because there's no guarantee that these guys will win their next fights. Because what happens when these fights take place, Roy Jones Jr. said it best, a lot of times these guys are worn out from training, and I think AJ, with the regimen that he has for training, you need to understand, working out like that, training like that takes a lot out of you. You know what I mean? So I think they need to just get it on and see who's better. I know Joshua can still punch. I don't know that about Deontay Wilder. So I don't know if he can still punch. Malik Scott will preach all day and said he's this and he can do that, but we haven't seen that. But he was up against a guy that was damn near 300 pounds and 6'6", and his name is Zhilei Zhang. And Zhilei Zhang is known to have a chin, so it may be unfair to say that. But we have to know that it's true for him to knock out somebody with a decent chin. Besides someone like Helenius that gets caught and, he's damn near 40 anyway, and he's going to go down because he's older and, and I don't think that he can take that many shots at his age. You know, I think he's taken enough. You know, and look how Wilder half caught him and he was out cold like someone shot him with a, you know, with a rifle or something from far range. But no, I think Wilder needs to be in there, get in there with someone credible so I can at least see that he can punch to give him a fair advantage or a fair chance to take out someone like AJ. Because see, if he can't punch, it would be unfair for him to get in there and fight AJ because he has no ammunition, no firepower, because it's done. We don't even know if it's still there, to be real with you. AJ, you know it is because he hurt his last opponent. He just caught trying to knock out Danny Dubois after he's successfully landed 2 right hands. So, you know, we know that, but we don't know that about Wilder. So if anybody needs a tune-up, would probably be Wilder to show us that, hey, he can still drop someone with that cannon that he allegedly or supposedly still has. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of the question, should Anthony Joshua take on Deontay Wilder next? Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!